Yo, what up guys? It's been a little while, just over 2 weeks since the last video that I posted because I've been away on holiday. It's been pretty awesome. It was a well-needed break, but we are back. And of course, in the time that I was away, Jagex decided this was the time to announce everything. Now, I knew this stuff was coming, but my holiday was already scheduled. It is what it is, but I haven't been able to cover it, and I also haven't actually been able to check it because I've been out in the pretty much the middle of nowhere with no internet or that sort of stuff. So it's definitely something that I'm going to take a look at now to get back into, because I was thinking, what sort of videos do I make? Do I just ignore this stuff and not make videos on it, or do I just cover it real quick and use this as my way of sort of getting familiar with what's going on as well? So this video is going to be me going through all the stuff and giving my thoughts on it too, but also learning about what's going to be happening and what's being announced and stuff a little bit more as well. Of course, I've had a look through it and had some like watched the trailer and stuff. As you can see here, I've actually seen the trailer. But I'm going through the post real quick, give my thoughts on that. And then we have this post here that was 5 days ago too. But it says that this is a stream recap, because obviously there was the massive ass stream, like it's like hours long. I'm not going to go through that since it was a 3-hour live stream. I'm just going to go through this real quick and we'll talk about this as well. So maybe there's going to be some stuff in here that you guys haven't seen too, if you didn't watch the full stream. So let's take a look. Now, we had the mining and smithing thing. I'm not really going to talk about this. I don't really care about it. Let me know what you guys think though, because I hear that a lot of people are saying it's a little lackluster, it's not that great, or it doesn't feel finished, I guess, or polished, or like it was kind of rushed a little bit maybe. So let me know what you guys think about the mining and smithing thing. Other than that though, let's move over to the roadmap with this is the big stuff. This is the big reveals of what's coming next year and for the rest of this year as well. So first of all, let's take a look at this. We've done this one. New skilling boss is coming very soon, right? I believe they're going to give us dates. Maybe in here. I've got these are out of order, which is crazy. Are they in order? They're not, right? Where's the skilling boss in here? It does not say the skilling boss. Here we go. Why is this down here? We're going backwards. Maybe we're going backwards in this. Group Iron Man's there. This is so out of order, but it doesn't even matter. We'll get to it at some point. But the skilling boss is coming soon, which looks really cool, actually. I will definitely check it out. Whether it's going to be for me or not, we'll have to see. New story quest, Ode to the Devourer. And then we have the Gate of Illidan's Hunt. I don't know what this is, so we'll have a look at this. But it says new launch event. I guess that's an event for this, right? So we'll have a look. Gate of Illidan's Hunt, probably the same thing. New mode, Group Iron Man is coming. I will definitely be doing this when it does release. I don't know how I will do it, whether it will just all be on stream, whether it will be, you know, like just making little videos out of it or whatever, or just playing it on my own and probably on stream as well, right? I don't fully know yet. I have to still get some people together to do this with. I have a few people that are interested. We'll have to plan it all. I don't know how long I'll stick with it, but it does sound really cool, and I think it's really good for the game, of course. Then we have the Harvest Hollow, which is a new Halloween event coming, and the new Necromancy Conjure 2. I don't think they mentioned much about this in the video, but maybe in here we're going to have something about that. We'll take a look when we get to it and see if they actually talked about anything else as well. So the next thing was Slayer Monster and the Necromancy upgrade. We know about this. And then winter, we have the Christmas villages returning with like new events and stuff, right? Which sounds pretty cool. And then we have the skilling update for woodcutting and fletching. Hopefully, if you guys are actually going to tell me that this was a little bit lackluster and unpolished, hopefully this one will be a lot better, because they did say, right, that, you know, give us feedback on this one, on the mining and smithing, and then we'll use that to take into account for the wood cutting and stuff as well. We are cropped off a little bit here, but it's okay. We can zoom out a little bit. There we go. That should be a bit better. So yeah, hopefully that gets sorted. And then we have a new desert quests coming as well to go through, like a new, finishing off basically the desert quest. We have Desert Quest 1, Desert Quest 2, and then I believe we'll have the desert finale over here at the end. Then next after that, we have skilling update. This was apparently to make skilling more relevant. I've been saying this for ages now. The skilling needs to be more relevant in terms of making money, progressing your account. It needs to be a viable way to play the game, like, fully, because there's a lot of people who just do skilling, and you guys do that and say it's viable now anyway, right? But if you compare the amount of money you can make just skilling, unless you're like some sort of genius and know everything, it's not as easy to make 100 mil an hour, right? Compared with doing PVM or glue scrolls. Skilling just doesn't have that. So if they're going to do something to look into this, we got the 110 rune crafting here. Oh, this is the rebalance here, actually. The skilling rebalance is later next year. So this is 2025. So first we're going to get the skilling update for 110 rune crafting. I believe we're getting 110 crafting here as well. Yeah. And we are going to be getting new combat mastery achievements too. I want to see what they said about this in this post, because that's going to be really interesting for sure. Because this may be something I chase after for a little bit if it's going to give us some content. And then this is the skilling rebalance I was just talking about, where they're talking about like values and whether it's worth doing and all that sort of stuff, making it more viable, which is it'll be so good for the game, so freaking good for the game. So hopefully they do this, and who knows, maybe we use the alt account to start doing skilling. If so, we'll see what happens. Then we have RuneFest, which I believe at RuneFest they're going to talk about this here, a new expansion. This could be either insanely cool and full of loads of stuff, or it may be something that like they release it and we're like, okay, cool, it's there, and then they build on it. Because I think that's what they did with Anachronia, right? Like Anachronia released with some content, but then they added Raksha, then they added like the Aya, Dream of Aya thing, and all this other stuff, right? It like built on it. So whether it's going to release with like a big expansion, I think when this releases, it should just release finished. I would think that would be really cool. But knowing Jagex is probably going to be like, okay, here's the start of it, and then throughout the year or next year, everything released is going to be building on this. Probably what's going to happen, right? Unless I've said something else, of course. Skilling update is coming for 120 crafting, and then we have a seasonal blooming burrows quest, which is the Easter one. And then after that, we have a new combat boss, the Amascot Showdown. Now, I don't know if they've said, maybe they have when we go through it, what level this is going to be focused at. I mean, I obviously hope it's high level, because then I can spend ages on it. But if it's mid-level, it is what it is. It's fine. But there you go. So we have a new boss, loads of new skill reworks, loads of new quests coming, and an expansion, which I hope is finished when it's released. But it is what it is. And then a new skilling boss coming out very soon as well. With group, there's loads. RuneScape is doing insanely well. Jagex are changing RuneScape to be a much better content-driven game than it has been in the last few years, bro. Since like the Elder God Wars dungeon, God Wars release even, it kind of dropped off a cliff in terms of how much content we were getting in the game. Like, yeah, we got Zami, that was kind of it, and then Necromancy obviously released, and that the hype died off very quickly. So this is really cool to see, and having a roadmap this far in advance just keeps people excited, like it really does, and having all this cool stuff in there for sure. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is quickly just go through this. New area expansion. We heard you loud and clear in the survey. You want to adventure to yet unseen parts of Gielinor. In late 2025, you'll be embarking on a journey to new lands and a new area expansion. This project is in its absolute infancy, so it's super early on. In the coming weeks, we'll be asking you for some initial feedback on what you want out of the experience of a new area, and you'll get more information at RuneFest in 2025. So we're probably not going to hear really anything about this until then. But either way, when they announced this and I saw it in the video, I was like, oh, actually that's really cool. That's a good idea. I like it. It's going to give people a lot of excitement and a lot of motivation to keep playing. So good stuff. Improved skilling and new 110s. We already have this. Skills you have plenty to look forward to for 2025. We're going to get 110 releases. We'll add an additional non-110 skilling update to focus on some of your survey feedback. An additional non-110. Oh, the skilling up. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, what do you mean? So yeah, so the skilling profitability is what we're talking about here, right? While it's great to bring new skilling content to much loved skills, there was a strong response from skillers that we also need to put a focus on skilling profitability. Skilling has increasingly felt less competitively profitable than avenues like bossing, and it's clear you'd like to see us close that gap to ensure skilling has a more viable methods for strong GP income. In 2025, we'll be dedicating a content-sized project towards addressing this. I have no idea how they will ever do this, because skilling, usually making money, is going to be crafting stuff that people have demand for, unless they make best in slot gear, all craftable stuff, and then you sell it. But then most people are maxed anyway. Like if you're doing high level PVMers are maxed because there's requirements that need you to do it, right? Or not necessarily like be maxed, but like be high level in skills as well. So if you get craftable gear, people are just going to craft it themselves anyway, rather than buying it. But at the same time, I can't see how they're going to make it profitable because supply, like the supply of stuff tends to be a lot quicker. There's bots to address as well. If there's a really good skilling method that doesn't take a ton of input to do, unless they make things take a lot of input, then bots are going to just absolutely swarm the crap out of it. People are going to AFK it a lot on like 10 ults, 20 ults. So it's going to be hard to do this, and I hope they can pull it off because it'll be insanely good. Like, it'll be so good, but we'll have to see. I've had some interesting ideas in the past about it with, like, other players pay other players to do things like craft overloads for them, and then that they would make money that way. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. We'll have to see what they end up coming up with. 110 rune crafting. Our first 110 update will be rune crafting. Cool. Then we'll have 110 crafting. And you'll be able to craft high tier ranged and magic armor. So this is good, and I like this because, like I just said, for profitability, you're gonna have to either do something like that. Will this be best in slot though? You'll be able to earn the ability to create high tier ranged and magic armor. Does this mean we're gonna get like a better version than like elite Serenic and elite Tectonic or not? I don't know. Maybe it'll be like not best in slot, but just below like the masterwork stuff that we just got with smithing and mining, but then it kind of just doesn't hold any value probably, because mid-level to end game, you just stick with the lower tier stuff, and leveling up doesn't take long enough for you to have to like, okay, I need to upgrade. You just skip it. You just go, okay, that's 50 mil, but I can get these ones for like 100 mil, and you just skip it, right? New quests in a beloved storyline and the seasonal quests. We got the desert storyline to return. I need to do some of these. If these are going to be important and like you're going to need to do these for access to the new bosses and other content releases, I'm going to have to go through and do a lot of these. I don't think I've done much of the desert quests at all, except for the ones that like necessary for PVM. So that's a little bit unfortunate for me, but I'll get it done. It's more content, right? Easter seasonal quest is coming back as well. We'll have more lighthearted questing affair. Okay, cool. So it'll be slightly different. New in-game boss and combat mastery achievements. I like this. Let's do this. Following on from the Sanctum of Rebirth, we've got 2 new forms of challenges coming for you PVMers in the first half of 2025. I wonder if this is going to have anything to do with like the comp cape and stuff. I assume no, but we know many a PVMer have looked enviously at the combat mastery achievements in old school RuneScape. So we're bringing our own take of them to RuneScape. Cool. Prepare to test your talents against a suite of new challenges, or a suit of new challenges, to prove your bossing prowess from easy to grandmaster. This update is all about returning to bosses across the history of RuneScape and executing specific types of kills to demonstrate your mastery. This is a really cool, it's something like an Araxor skip or something like that, right? We can't wait to see the talent of the bossing community take on these new challenges and see who can truly claim to be a grandmaster of PVM. I wonder if you'll get like a reward for this or not, whether it's just going to be the title, whether it's going to be like new cool capes or like PVM style overrides. It's a really cool idea though. A Mascot Showdown boss encounter is the new one coming. As part of the return to the desert storyline, your next major boss encounter will involve a showdown with a Mascot the Devourer. Mascot will be targeted as an end game level boss encounter. So again, sharpening those skills for the showdown. Hell yeah, it is an end game one, which means I will definitely be preparing for this. This is obviously it's mid 2025. We have a way to go. We have a fair way to go, which is good. Because, well, I need to check if all the rust from this, like, if it was like next week, 2 weeks, whatever, I'd be like, oh, there's no way. Stream tonight is going to be super interesting. It's going to be a mess. But yeah, this is cool. Nice. I'm excited about that. It's a long way off, but it gives me something to look forward to and prepare for. Still to come in 2024. Necromancy Conjure, Phantom Guardian. Did they say what it's going to do? Will help you absorb some damage. And turn some of that damage to your enemies. Damn, this is going to be broken. This is going to be insanely broken. Necromancy already takes way less damage than other styles. And you have, like, insanely good damage output and healing. You have really good healing from the Ghost as well. Now we're going to have damage reduction and returning damage as well. I wonder if you have to, like, remove another one. If we're going to have, like, it's a 4th Conjure. But does that mean we're going to be able to summon it with... I think you are, right? Because there's a talent tree that says conjure 4 things at once. So, I don't know, man. this could be in balance as hell when it comes out. I'll definitely be checking it. Still got my Necromancy gear, so that's good. Gate of this is the skilling boss, right? Okay, so the top, it's on top of the Sanctum of Rebirth, lies mysterious shrine dedicated to the absent goddess Elidinus. Okay, once served a purpose to nurture life and provide subsistence to the harsh desert environments. Playable solo as a group. Okay, you'll discover a range of active mechanics to master alongside powerful new skilling rewards. You can find some first details in this new skilling boss and give us your first your take on the direction in this edition of Right Click Examine. Nice. Okay, cool. So this I'm excited about this. Has there been a right click examine for the skilling boss? There has. Did I miss this? I think I missed this, right? Did they? Let me just have a quick scroll through. Oh no, we did have a look at this. They didn't show a ton, right? This is cool. Maybe I did miss this actually, because I don't remember this. Rewards. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there wasn't a ton of stuff shown in this, but that was cool anyway. And I am looking forward to this. I hope it's something that I can enjoy. The fact that it's solo makes me feel a bit better, because I would learn Croesus if it was solo, probably, or I would have done. But like, I don't want to drag other people down, because this is the sort of gameplay I am trash at this. So yeah, the Urge to Devour quest releases September 16th, and the boss is releasing. We have a date for it, September 23rd. Damn, that's cool. So the September 23rd, this is going to be released. Damn. Okay, cool. I like that. Nice. New Slayer creatures and Necromancy Slayer Helm. I'm not gonna follow this really. I don't really care. New Halloween. Sorry guys if you love Slayer, but it's just new Halloween event again. What are they gonna do? 5 horsemen in the back. Some camp in the new area. Okay, we'll see what this is when it comes out. It's fine. Group Iron Man. Again, I'm gonna be checking this out for sure. We know what Group Iron Man is, right? Like you can trade all your untradables and stuff in the bank. You get 5 people max, and yeah, it'll be cool. We're gonna try it out for sure. Woodcutting and fletching. There's a new tree, right? Yeah, okay, cool. That's coming in late November, early December. And then Desert Quests are coming too. Christmas Village, final note from the team. Let's have a look. Many years ahead. Today's RuneScape ahead has been really personally important to all of us. Okay, cool. Nice. So there's a lot of stuff coming, a hell of a lot of stuff. This was pretty useful. There's a bit more information in here. I know we're already at 17 minutes, so I'm going to quickly skim through this other one to have a look, see if I missed anything. I probably did. You guys can fill me in the comments and go, Ennett, you didn't see this, and this is happening, and you sound like you don't understand this. Tell me. I've not even looked. This is the first time like I've read through that post. I watched the video, and then I was like, I'll read through the post for a video itself. This video is probably going to do insanely poorly because of what it is, and it's so late and everything. But I've made this for me as well, so that I'm clued up when I do stream and stuff like that. People are like, oh, innit, have you heard about this? I don't want to be like, no, I've not. What do you mean? So that's pretty much the reason. But so let's see. Questions about Margos. Does it say MTX blog post coming next week from Mob Hips? This will start a dialogue about how MTX will function in RuneScape. Okay. Nice. So they are looking at doing something with MTX, which is pretty important. What else have we got in here? Any keywords? I'm just going to skim through, find the keywords, that sort of stuff. Avatar rework is still on the shelf, but it's something they are still interested in. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Goal is to allow for more week-to-week content, even outside of them for big releases, include stuff like fixing more emergent bugs and issues, game jam projects. That's good. I mean, to allow for more week-to-week content, like what's taking up? What's stopping that happening if you can now allow for it? I don't like. Is this gonna slow? Something's got to be a loss. Like if this has got to be allowed for more week-to-week content, it's got to be being replaced with something else, I guess. So I don't know. Clan updates are not off the table. Good. This really needs happening. I know it's a massive issue for them to do because the code's so bad for clans. At least so I've heard. But this would be so good and so important. And clan citadels are really, like, not even just citadels, but just the cap and everything. Like, there's loads of issues with clans. Definitely is looking at. Skilling boss. Let's have a look. Quest coming on September 16th. Boss on 23rd. Moving away from stat drain, stat reduction like Croesus. You utilize damage. Okay. The skills involved for the boss will be crafting, mining, divination, and agility. All right. Players will have a level of control over the level of intensity needed in the encounter. You can choose a slightly easier route, which loses less intensive, but it will take longer to kill. I assume you probably also get less rewards as well. The boss will drop new skilling off hands for rune crafting and divination. Nice. Cool. The boss will drop a couple of new amulets with a new ring and a new scripture. Holy crap, they're just pumping out scriptures like no tomorrow. This will probably be a skilling one, obviously, but I mean, oh, not obviously, but probably will be. Okay. Some more lore stuff. Group size can go up to 10. Ram says scaling will not make it unfair or feel like you are at disadvantage for playing in a group. Okay, good. The current boss, the new boss release, the Sanctum of Rebirth, kind of feels like it's a disadvantage to play in a group, because if you got twice as much chance of making a mistake and the fight going wrong, right? One person, if you make a mistake, you died, whatever. But if there's two of you are doing the boss and the new bosses, you kind of have to just reset, and it kind of sucks a little bit. Groups must be formed manually. The boss will feel more like you are reacting to something happening versus Crows feel like you're just following a pattern. This is what the game needs. Good. I like that. If that's actually a thing. I hope this isn't like our Glacial reaction where it's like just feels miserable, but this is good either way. Yeah, cool. Group Iron Man talk. I'm going to skip the group Iron Man. I know you can have access to all auras, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think you know, whatever happens with that is what happens. Don't drag this video on too much longer. Lore panel, I'm going to skip to, because I don't know anything about lore anyway, so there's not really much I can talk about with that. Future of skilling panel. The choice to bring rune crafting to 110 and woodcutting and fletching was sort of to link each combat skill to existing skills. Oh yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Crafting was mentioned as something that was considered, but ultimately the skill was is a lot more than that. Okay. Well, Jack says you can openly talk about designing the 110 skills now that Romek has revealed. Randomly brought up fetching rebalance last year in Discord. Nice. I don't think there's a ton of stuff in here. Okay. It isn't known if existing active skill methods are more rewarding after the upcoming rebalance project, so they haven't begun the discussion yet. Alright, I don't think there's going to be a ton of thing to go through here, like without me just dragging it on for like an hour straight. So the mod Ryan calls out that the cosmetic reward from the Grandmaster will make you go, holy shit. I mean, I hope so. Hopefully. So yeah, anyway, I hope that you guys have, I don't know, enjoyed, found it useful. If you haven't also kept up with it, then there you go. This was mostly, like I say, for me to catch up and get myself in a position, but I also wanted to post something as well, letting you guys know that I am back. And I will be posting probably I'm hoping almost every day now until at least the end of the month, and beginning of next month, and then we'll go back, like, chill back out a little bit again, probably. Got to catch up after nearly 2 weeks off, right? Streams nightly as well, probably, except for maybe Saturday. Other than that, though, if you want to support the channel, then check out the merch in the description. There's some pretty cool stuff there, and everything's co-op now, so if it'll be shipped super quick. And other than that, I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.